Hey everyone, welcome back to the Two Ways to Say It
Oh,
podcast.
okay.
I am Ashley Renee. You know that's
And
early child.
this is your boy KC, the one y'all. I ain't even got to say the rest no more because y'all know. Y'all came to see.
It's Coolio. I'm just playing.
You know what? I just live it. I'm going to set it up for you every time. Every
But
time. Hey,
he's
y'all.
too
Julio and
young. He
Secure.
may he
Yeah.
may not know who Coolio is. Okay. I know it Pisces season. I'm just gonna let you
It
have it,
is.
okay?
It is. And, I'm the head of it. So remember that.
You're what?
The head of the fish, not the tail.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
the head of the water signs. But go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, let me put
Yeah,
these
put them
on right.
on. Because
Put
clearly
them
you
on.
can't hear.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
put them on. We like to start off with the song of the day. So I'll let you start, DJ JC.
Stop
What
playing me.
is your song of the day?
Okay. You know what? Let's see. Mine gonna be la 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 la.
Wait till
Dear
I
mama.
get my money.
Hey,
Somebody boy Jack got paid today.
eh,
Uh,
what you say? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. If you don't know that's Kanye West, can't tell me nothing. Because you can't tell me nothing. Even if
Let
we
up
in
the
it.
suicide dose. This is
Oh,
my life, homie. You decide yours.
I thought it was my
I
song
know
of the
that
day.
Jesus. I know that Jesus died for us, but I
Yo.
couldn't tell you who the side was, so I
Mm.
double part parallel. Wait, I parallel
Come
double
on
part that
now. Cause this
motherfucker
is a Kanye West fan.
sideways.
Listen to the lyrics. I'm about to tell him. Cause this is a Kanye West fan right here. She messing up the
Okay, I
lyrics.
like Kanye. Yes, I really do. Why?
Because you can't tell me nothing, and you can't tell me nothing even for one Pisces season. It's
I'm
really nothing you can ever tell
You
me.
really can't tell
And
them
that's it.
what
You can't tell.
nothing. You just like, bro, chill,
I
bro.
gotta answer every thing. You might well tell
Got an
somebody else.
answer
You
for
wait.
everything.
Don't tell me nothing. Let me suffer. Cause you can't tell me nothing. I figured out at the end. Don't tell me nothing. I figured out. If that's the deal, if that's the
I
end of it,
swear,
let it be. Hey,
y'all.
don't tell me nothing. I'm telling you because I ain't gonna listen. Don't tell me nothing.
He is. I'm telling
Mm-mm.
hard head,
Yo,
just
hard
let him
head.
have it, please. Let him have
Tell
it.
you. You know what? Let both of us have it. Y'all nigga better get it. Just let both of us have it. Just let both of us have it. Cause y'all nigga better get it. Just let it go.
You not. You might well just let me have
Turn around. Just turn away.
it.
Ain't now you can tell us. Just let it go. Just let it go.
It's
So for y'all
too
ever
funny.
try, you just let it go.
My song of the day, since I'm wearing white, is 1 plus 1
Okay.
equals 2. So
Mm-hmm. And why?
by Beyonce. So
And why? I'm trying to say we don't need you to sing it.
I don't want them to sing it.
But why is that your song of the day? Are you feeling it?
Yeah, I really am. Like this week, just emotions tied, everything is just like wow. Like
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
they slowly coming down. You just
She
got to
glowing,
come back to
y'all.
reality.
She
Go,
glowing.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
she's
no. What that
glowing.
lady say from Get Out? No, no, no,
No, no, no, no,
no.
no.
I don't know if you saw, which I'm pretty sure you did see, the whole altercation with Cam Newton and
Mm-hmm.
two guys because I thought they were kids, but they were
Mm-hmm.
actually grown men. I think it was like a football camp or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
and viral right now. So you can see like Cam Newton take somebody from the back and
Mm-hmm.
look like he threw him or about trying to throw him and got one in the headlock while he trying to get the other one off of him. And like somebody said, that hat still on.
Every time. Get no shorter than that Pinocchio head. Got that long
So
head for real.
okay. So my whole thing is what went wrong here. Okay, so we know before I think it was an issue where Cam Newton got into it with some children at his
Mm-hmm.
camp before, right? It was some kids anyway. So this time we have adults. So I think the two guys went on to a podcast talking about what happened. And from my understanding of what they were saying is Cam was talking like a lot of smack and quote unquote probably just talking to them any kind of way or something like that. So and he saw Cam like grab his brother or something like that. He was like, I'm not gonna let nobody grab my brother, blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got that part. But my thing is, do we, you know, we're all human, right? I get it. But where is the time where we sit and think like we're in a space, let me say a space where kids are around, people who don't look like us are around, um, and just in general,
Yeah.
where we're not thinking. Our emotions are literally just taking over. I feel like that's always kind of like the atmosphere when I'm around guys when they're talking about if they're talking about sports, like, oh, that team wet, your team wet, all
Mm-hmm.
this blah blah. So let's just say that was the case. How did that escalate to a fight? How are you not able to control your emotions when it comes
Yep.
to talking about sports? I get it. Like you can get mad. Like somebody talk about Alabama. Yes, I'm definitely get mad, but not to a
Yeah.
point where I'm about to
I'm
fight.
gonna
Let's
fight.
be for
Mm-hmm.
real. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? Like, give me something.
Okay.
Very much.
So, dudes, like you say, dudes, especially, I think that's why they feel like women are catty, right? Because they feel like men can say certain stuff and we're not supposed to get offended. Like, we can say this stuff and it's supposed to be like, yeah, we just playing around type stuff. Men are supposed to be emotionless, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I think that it all depends on foundation. So I think for a lot of them dudes too, if you didn't grow up around a whole bunch, like have no brothers, boy cousins, around a lot of dudes where y'all play like that, and you don't have that foundation of it, when you get to a certain point and when you go out in the world and stuff like that, when you play with other dudes like that, you're not gonna know how to react to it. And I think it makes them
Mm.
automatically sensitive. And I told you, like I always say, even when men get women, the one person they're trying to fit in with the most or they're trying to impress is men. So I feel like when a man, if you don't have that foundation, you already know how to take toughness, like they say men are supposed to. For those men who actually kind of tap into emotions and stuff like that, when dudes say something to them, that it really be hitting them. Like they can't play around. I think it's literally to find out where they really be butt hurt. Like if they go, like you actually saying, well, I don't know if you've seen it, like when the little Lily and stuff like that, with them little boys, they be crying and stuff, like they fuss at them and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the little boys can take it and go on back to the game, whatever. But a lot of them little boys, when they get fussed at initially, it's like a little something in it. They start crying, and it be that sad cry. It don't be like I'm mad, I want to fight you cry. It's like that cry, like they ain't never had nobody talk to them like that. And
Mm-hmm.
it's because they don't have that foundation of like that toughness. And is it a bad thing or good thing? Because I mean, do you like? Is it expected for us to grow up in families where people talk to us crazy and we accept it? I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. And first of all, I know me. I don't get a. I'm sorry. I'm saying no dude can just be saying certain stuff to me. I'm be honest. Unless I know you like that,
Mm.
you can't play with me like that. So that's how I know I go like that. I'm just be honest. You say something, we probably gonna go somewhere else because you can't be talking to me crazy. But
But
that's
would
not
you go? Would you take it that far in that type of setting, though? That's the
no, never did.
thing.
And that's another
Okay.
thing we're gonna say. I'm gonna say boys, and then I'm gonna say our culture boys. We don't know how to act.
Mm-hmm.
So we are so like not aware of what's around us. We act up everywhere, and we know, we know this. So it's kind of like with them, they don't even do situational stuff. They literally fight anywhere. It don't matter what they're fighting in church. Like something's really wrong with. We don't have no type of decor. I'm gonna say decor in our culture. That sounds
Mm-hmm.
bad, but I'm telling you, they like and they normalize it fighting with them. They be like, yeah, they'll get over. So they don't even look at it like probably somebody else looking at this, they're not gonna make a big deal about it. You know how we'll look at it like y'all don't know how to act. They're looking at it like, oh, them just men over there fighting, they'll be done with it, whatever. No.
I just gotta call it for how it is and how I see it. If this was a bunch of women fighting, if that was, let's just say, who's like a Lisa Leslie or something,
or
had
something.
some
Yeah.
type of basketball camp, and her and two women got into it. Like, this would be a big thing. And let me watch.
Mm.
Some males would literally be on here dogging the heck out of us,
Yes.
or we're embarrassing,
And be
the
the one
black
man
community.
and sharing it. Want
This
it to
is
be
why
like that.
black women act like this, why y'all acting like
Mm-hmm.
that, blah, blah. Like, I'm really not seeing anybody really talk about this. And why did this happen? I
Mm-hmm.
literally need Cam Newton to say something. I'm sorry. I do. I know people like, he don't owe no explanation. Oh, he the one. But at the same time, I do want to know really what happened, because we do tend to take the famous person's side a lot because we feel like we know these people. We don't know
Sometimes
Cam.
you wanna. That's why I said you want this type of. Yeah, I'm gonna use the community to get these type of events out there. Like I'm doing everything right. You gotta act appropriately with it. So I think you should
Mm-hmm.
go. You have to redress. I say redress. Address your actions. Address how it started, and you. I feel like that's why people not held accountable because of that. That's why I don't. I told you like we talked about it a long time ago. Like this false idol thing. This like we have these people who are put in the spaces to be leaders of us, and they're doing everything good and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look what happens when you give them that. You know what I'm saying? You really can't even give them that because this is a simple. I feel like this could have been a learning lesson example of let me address this. Let me make sure we don't do it again. But nothing is coming of it, and I'm pretty sure he gonna go and on to the next thing and no type of address it because it's embarrassing.
Instead of still holding Cam accountable, it's Cam, no, just stop doing it. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, no, Cam, what did you do?
Yeah.
Because you did do something. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You did something. Is it right for them to put their hands on you? No. But you said something, or you
Yeah.
did something. It's no way you can convince me. I don't have no issues with Cam, whatever. I don't too much watch him roll tide, but it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now for
Now you know better.
okay, so who I'm tired of seeing in the freaking media, social media, whatever it is Charles
Yeah,
George
lunch is real.
ready. And Netta, I said Charles like he the one saying, but Netta and Charles, because Netta is
Yeah.
the one that's saying. So, look, how we get here? I'm just gonna say how we get here. How we get these people famous, y'all? What for one? I really want to know. Really, how did they get here? Where did this start from? What was that video where it's just like these the people?
And,
What was it?
and then, it's so simple of just it was they were feeding Charles. And that's literally it's like some with I thought it always started with like it's either gonna be Facebook or TikTok. It's either gonna be there. Where it's like once it don't even be nothing funny or nothing for real. They literally run stuff in the ground so bad that they put
Yeah.
it in front of everybody, and these people become something else. And I told you, I had saw a couple videos where Netta, it's the fame going to the head. Like I'm talking, was on there addressing haters and yeah, we're gonna do this. I was just like, I just say anybody can get famous these days. It doesn't take much. If that's an example of
Clearly.
anybody can get famous, because I just
Because I think
yeah
they was out in Florida somewhere.
yeah.
Like, it looks like they was coming out of a hotel or coming from the airport. I don't know where the heck they were coming from. But even just the outfits and stuff they have on, like, I'm like, these the
Did
most
you hear the
basic,
Did you hear the
the little crowd or
the little
something.
track they put behind it? It's a fake. It's not like an actual track.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just
That's
like,
where it's going. I'm telling you, dude, it's crazy.
what can Netta and Charles, I should say Charles teach Ashley? Well,
I
you
get how
probably
to
could teach
get
me how to
famous
get
quick.
somebody because, baby, I ain't got nobody, okay? Probably how to keep
Say how to
somebody.
get famous quick. That's all. I think the funniest videos to me is the ones where it's just funny seeing the internet kind of break them down because yeah, you know the internet switch on you so quick. So at first everybody
Mm-hmm.
was, oh, this so funny, yeah, and it's like soon as it switched, not everybody like was looking into it and they flipped it like they don't like them no more. They became irritating. And they do this with everybody really, but they don't realize y'all make them irritate. Y'all post them 24/7. It be the same joke 50 times. Y'all literally do it over and over. You know, like every video they put out,
Yes.
y'all post. It's like y'all are the reason y'all call people irritating on the end of it. The people who make them go viral, whatever. Soon as you make them go viral, put them up there, now they irritating. You literally did it. Y'all run stuff in the ground, and when you do that,
I want. Oh, go
I,
ahead.
no, I'm just saying that's what we get. We get these people who are like known and famous for nothing. Like that's just what it is. Y'all do it. But yeah, that's what
So
I
I
was saying.
wonder, is that coming from, you know how when we talked about before, like we like to sit and watch like cringy videos
Yeah, that's what it is.
because
Cringe works
every
these days.
video is cringe or
Cringe.
every
Yeah.
video I done seen is
I tell you, cringe
cringy.
is like this. And this for me too. I'm sorry with some stuff. Cringe is like this. Like, is it like a guilty pleasure? Is it like this? You
Low
want to look
key.
away. Yeah, like you want to look away, but something. Not them, but you know, like what I just said, it's like sometimes I be liking some. It be like you looking the back end, like that was so cringe, but it's like something in us that keeps us watching. Like we just look at it. It's just like you want to start watching it. You be like, I just cannot stop watching. Like,
It's
why am
almost
I
like
doing?
that little feeling you get in your stomach or your gut. It's just like a not even
It?
a sting. It'd be like a
It's
punch or
something.
something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just a look. I was like, something wrong with me.
So what's like cringe videos that you watch?
Let me see. Okay, like like the mukbangs, but now we like mukbangs, right? But the ones that's like where they either they overeat or they do something that's just ugh. I'm like, why am I watching it again though? I just said it's like that. It's like something with cringe make me just want to see it again. It's so
I
bad.
think mine is when parents go live like whooping their kids. I know this is so sad, y'all. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So like telling them to look at the camera and be like, look at it. And I was like, oh my God, this is cringe. But little boy to be like, I was like, beat their ass
Yes, that yeah, like, okay.
here. When I know it's a scary, something scary, and I don't be wanting to click on it, but then I click on it. But I
Yeah,
wait until it's daylight outside. I don't do it at night. Finna scare the shit out of me. But yeah, like my top cringe ones, the most cringy celebrity is Chloe Bailey, baby. She gonna make them cringe.
oh,
Well, I think that's probably like the last cringy video when
yes.
she had. Yeah, I was like, ugh.
When she was sing, yeah, when she do them singing videos, they be cringe. But guess what? I sit there watch the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's the
Be
funny
like,
part. Like, because no, like
you know what
she
I'm saying?
sings
Yeah,
really good, but she has a cringy
yeah. It's the she. I
vibe.
think I feel like she know that because I feel like she see what people be saying, and I don't know if it's like her way of you know how some people do stuff to like I guess keep my haters going, but I'm gonna just keep doing it. It's just more cringe
Yeah.
though, and they keep doing it because they see it's getting some type of traction or something, even if it's good or bad. That gotta be it. It gotta be like that. That what you call like a shame kink or something like you just even though they talk about you and they ain't saying that good, you're gonna put it out there again because you just like the engagement in it. And that's why I say when I be watching a video, I just be like, why is she singing that song like that? And she know it. I feel like
So Wendy Williams and her new documentary, right? It's a documentary, right?
yeah, it's a documentary.
Okay. So I didn't watch it, and I'm not gonna lie, like I might watch it because I don't like seeing people kind of,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even
Yeah.
want to use deteriorating, but it's kind of what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Her health is just slowly going downhill, but and then when you just have family there too, it's just everything
It's
you start thinking about your family, everything. I was just like, I hope I'm never in one of these situations. So
mm-hmm.
that's why stuff like that kind of hard for me to watch. But we talk about Wendy a lot, and not just on the podcast. Well, we don't talk about Wendy really on the podcast, but when I say
Man,
we
real.
talk about, I'm saying just
Mm-hmm.
in general. And we know she's the gossip queen and all that. And I know I see a lot of people saying like this is her karma and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But I really did have to sit and think about it. And for real, if we're being for real, who are we to say this is somebody's karma?
Yes.
But at the end of the day, all of us gossip about people and
Mm-hmm.
people that we know and stuff like that. So I can't never say this is somebody's karma, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I just really don't think stuff works like that. Now it can
Right.
be a coincidence,
Mm-hmm.
but karma, I don't think we truly know how karma plays out, right?
Right.
I think
Mm-hmm.
you already come into this world. I ain't gonna get into that, but
Yeah.
and who's to say? I don't know that either, but I think that is what happened. I know her niece talked about
Yeah.
people, I guess it's in her circle now, that she's just pretty much paying them to be around her. But then at the same time, it's like she doesn't want to be alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was one of the things, and that's sad too. It's almost like,
Yeah. Yeah.
how do you feel about it? It's just like, and then the moment she had with her son too, and just, I think it was like her and her son and the nephew.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were out eating, or maybe they were at the home. I'm not sure, but just then too, it's, I don't, what is even going on with the son? They say he's spending money. I don't know. Look, what you think about this? Because it's just so much I can just say on it.
Yeah. I always say I took to the point where like I'm not gonna say what's happening to her now. Like when it comes to people health, like you said, we all talk about people like she just televised doing the same way when people talk on
Mm-hmm.
social media, they just tweeting about it. But we can't lie and say we ain't saying the same stuff behind closed doors, you know. So we just got to put
Amen.
ourselves right there with everybody else. But of course we never do that because it makes us feel better, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to her, so I know me personally, when I know on her show, of course, she talked about a lot of people, and we gotta, just of course, I think she know too, or did know that sometimes it was more than just, talking about it. It was kind of like personal, kind of, she was just going there, just giving her personal opinion out there. And so, like when she had her situation with her husband, if somebody want to say karma, I think that's you want to go in that area. Like if she was talking about somebody's
Mm-hmm.
husband or something, and then you see she was going through it with her husband. Okay, now I understand that
Mm-hmm.
line, but to say
Mm-hmm.
somebody's health is everything that's happening to them when you see they're going down like that, I just don't feel like that's a way to. I feel like it's a way people to say they don't feel bad for her. You can not feel bad for somebody, just kind of just be quiet on it. You know what I'm saying? Like don't.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're speaking that on yourself. Don't do that because if that happens to you, you know. When it comes to her, I feel like now, I see that if I'm not mistaken, that they kind of gave her rights over to somebody, so she's kind of in that state of like, I want to say like Britney Spears, but Britney Spears one, I don't think her
Mm-hmm.
health was as bad, and that's the sad part to me. I feel like they are exploiting her. I'm gonna be honest. The documentary period is exploiting her. I feel like they said she, I think she got like it's either early stages of dementia or something, so she can't even remember certain stuff. So some of the stuff
Right.
I think she's on there saying, I don't think she even knows she's saying it. Like she doesn't have that level of I know how I look or I know what I'm doing. So I feel like they're exploiting her. Um, and
Definitely.
that's a sad part about it. I don't feel like it was necessary to do a documentary on her. It's like it's just her on camera just suffering. I don't see it like where there's something positive gonna come from this because I know if I'm not mistaken, she told several times of some of the stuff she had like the Graves' disease. She talked about it, so of course people know that she was not well. But
Mm-hmm.
recording her 24/7 and stuff when she's not even in her right mind, what we gonna get? How what do you get from? You don't. I feel like nobody around her wants the best for her, and that's the messed up part. And I do think it's like if anything for me, it shows like you really got to think about that when you get old, and because we don't know what state we're gonna be in when we get older. So when
Mm-hmm.
you get old, you got to like, yeah, I think it's a blessing for those who have people that'll take care of them when they get older. But you
Mm-hmm.
really got to think about, am I gonna have somebody there for me when I get older who can literally do what's best for me or try to at least make me comfortable or be there for me for no matter what. Because it seems like for real, there's nobody there to even be considerate of what she got going on.
This is no offense to people who have children,
Mm-hmm.
but I can hear, with me not having children and just deciding not to have any children,
Right.
it's always, oh, but ain't you gonna grow up lonely and all this?
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember seeing a post where somebody said you can have kids and still grow up lonely, grow old
Mm-hmm.
and
If
lonely
they don't take care
because
of you.
if
Mm-hmm.
they don't take care of you, they don't come see you. And we can see, I'm not saying her son, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but from the camera, it looks like it's she just blowing through her
Oh,
money
yeah.
and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
just overall, 95% of the time, I am going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you see her niece is more than the son. Well,
Yeah.
or trying to be, more helpful
Yeah.
from what we see than the son is.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be mindful of this stuff too. Two, I think it shows us too, because I think, as humans, we sit and we watch this and it's like, okay, oh, it's so sad. And it really is sad. But at the same time, I feel like these are messages for us,
It
the people
is.
who aren't going through it. So, like you said, even before you get hit retirement age, think about people who, just in case something does happen, not
Mm-hmm.
even dementia, it just could be anything, who can, help
Mm-hmm.
allocate my money.
Yeah. For real. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
And
even just thinking about it now, it's just like
it's set. Mm-hmm.
me personally, it's just really family, like, my parents, but then at the same time, in our head, we would think our parents will leave before we do, but we
Right.
don't know life. We don't know that. But,
Yeah. Very
if
unpredictable.
something was happening, they still were alive, then I would, of course,
Mm-hmm.
they would, or, my sister, not my brother, but my sister.
While people say, yeah, you got to have children for these reasons, I think it's more hurtful to have children there who don't take care of you than not having none at all. It's one thing
Hmm.
to not have it and know for sure, okay, that possibility is off the table, but to have it in arm, you know what I'm saying, in that space that you could get it and looking at it and know that somebody could be there for you and they just not there for you, that's gonna hurt worse. So, like you said,
Exactly.
them stupid narratives of have children. If you ain't got no children and if you by yourself and all this, y'all with them children.
The selfish part of it, thinking you only having kids so you won't grow old. I
Yeah,
need somebody to
you're
take care of
crazy.
me.
Nine
I'm
times out
not
of ten,
having
them gonna
kids
be the ones.
just so I can have somebody to take care of me
And them be the
when I
ones
get
who probably
old.
ain't having children, and them children ain't gonna be there for you when you get older. So I'm sorry, our child is a whole human. If
Hmm.
you having them just for that reason, good luck.
They're not gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's stupid.
So
Yeah, it's sad though.
Florida to go visit her
Yeah.
dad, but they
Mm-hmm.
said that she can't like live outside of New York or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, or where New Jersey, wherever she lives at.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, dang. And
Family
like
is
somebody was saying, you see,
mm-hmm.
like she's at her happiest when she like was there with her dad. Now her dad is older, but at the same time, it's like I'm pretty sure he'll be happy with her being there together. They're helping each other, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure she would need aid too, but
Yeah.
of course somebody you just really know, like your dad and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see myself watching. It's just too sad. I'm
It
sorry. It's
is.
just
It really
too
is. And I said, no
sad.
matter how what she said, which I don't see how people. That's another thing. Y'all don't know the people she was talking about. So for you regular Facebook, Instagram people, or whoever, what the people she was talking about, y'all relative, these celebrity folks, y'all don't know. So for y'all
Don't
to
know.
even sit there and be like, you like the lady. I know the lady. I feel like she have said some stuff. Of course, she go there. But at the same time, I feel like she ain't, I don't think she did that person. It just show you she ain't necessarily saying that personally to nobody who is related to these people or nothing. But these are the people saying don't feel bad for her nothing. And I just say, and now when people say stuff like that, I just be like, you know what? Like these older people now say, you just got to get old. You just never know where you'll be at. So I don't. I try not to
Hmm.
speak in that way. Like, well, I don't feel bad for people who I have no like. ill will or who ain't did that person to me, I'm not gonna think that because I don't know where I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna think that
It's
way.
like it's fair, but at the same time, I mean, you got people like Diddy still out here, still, and y'all ain't that mad at
And I
him.
bet you, and I about to say, and I bet you if he'll be that, they gonna do it for certain folks. I bet you if something wrong with him, they'll be out there outside Howard posters and oh, we feel so bad
Bad,
and
uh-huh.
physically bad stuff, but we ain't gotta talk about it today. But yeah.
And we can't pretend like some of this stuff Wendy was saying like she was lying.
They hate, but they
And
don't
we
like
can't say that.
they don't like the truth. So, people get real offended when you say the truth about stuff. And remember, them children ain't gonna have you. I'm definitely
Okay.
we don't know that about that, but them children ain't gonna have you. We speaking from the child standpoint.
That's it. Period. I just know what it's like being a kid, okay?
Yeah,
So do
exactly.
you have any closing remarks for the people, them lovely peoples out there?
And I hate when people tell me this, but when you really sit there and think about it, if you kind of just cool down on some stuff, I think I'll be real frustrated about stuff for real, and it'd be uncontrollable. But naturally, I get frustrated about stuff in the inside. And when I cool down and be like, stop caring about it so much, that's when everything turn out better. So I just say, stop caring about stuff so much. Just do day by day. I had to remind myself that because I do it and then I don't. Then I do it and then I don't. But yeah, just stop caring about stuff so much. Just don't take life that seriously. That's all I got to sleep on.
From the most serious person.
Exactly.
Okay. Let me stop. But okay, I think I'm gonna piggyback off that and just say two. Yeah, I think one, and this is going back to the Cam situation because
Mhm.
I just thought about something. Don't quote me on it, but I think one of the guys said, like, as if they knew this is how Cam was.
Gotcha.
So, like you said, take a step back sometimes, especially when you know how people are. And we all, especially me and we
Yes.
seeing it. Where once you know how a person is, like nothing they can do can really just trigger you because it's like something wrong with you.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
really wrong.
you far gone. So, and somebody might think something wrong with me. That's fair. It is what it is. But at the same time, don't even let people trigger you, period. But especially them certain people, it's just like you got it. Like you got it from here. Cause it ain't it ain't even no help. So yeah, don't this
Don't
just
waste
it.
your time.
Don't let certain yeah. So we're just gonna leave it. Okay.
Wait, we low key like an Oreo. Like I just realized it's white and black.
Hey, white girl, black girl, hey, yeah. So thank you for watching tonight, you guys. Well, thank you for watching all the time, especially all of my fans out there. I see you, and I do get really fame. Oh my gosh! But anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay.
Right. Cause y'all ain't watching for her. But if y'all want to tell her, I understand feeling bad for people and having to tell them that. So just tell her, please tell her. And that'll make her feel better. But we know y'all watching. Thank you.
Anyway, but before we get off, for me that watch the podcast, I forgot to tell you, and you can leave this thing here, that they said that they like when we talk about dating advice.
Well,
I was like, look, I can't give, even though we did low key give dating advice, then I'm like, but I don't date, so it's only so much advice I can give. I can tell you what not to do.
Okay.
But baby, I can't tell you what to do. Okay.
What to do. Look. Hey.
So y'all, we might touch back on this subject, even though I'm tired of this dating advice and all that. But we'll do it one day.
Maybe we need to give you that real. Yeah, that real. Because y'all don't be giving that real. We're gonna give you that real.
Yeah, people don't want to hear the truth. Like it's always this same. But anyway, so thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Oh,
get out of here.